Hello, YouTube, and welcome back into some Let's Play Civilization 6. We're recovering from a game crash, which is not something that happens to me very often. So if you're seeing things for the second time, I will try to go through them fairly quickly here. We went ahead and decided to put the encampment there, which is a bummer to buy, especially the 85. But it is what it is. I think that's where we want our encampment. And we decided to go with a trader first. And then over here, I have no money left to get my encampment. And I think I'm just going to get a builder. Are we not cheating? I don't like that. I hope not. I hope not. All right. There's Suleiman. Hat game, 10 out of 10. I mean, you really can't question it. It's just there, and, you know? Unmute, thank you. Unmute the desktop. I will, because we got back into the game. Okay, so we have barbs to contend with. Let's go ahead and move in that general direction. I do have money now to buy this. Really don't want to put the encampment here. It does give us a spot for Alhambra. But I think it's just so much better on this side of the river. And I'm just going to throw it on this desert tile. Okay. Hopefully no crash, because this is where it crashed before. All right, we good. Okay. I'm going to try to avoid this. We're already at 26 era score. And I believe we're about to get this Eureka, so let's go ahead and put this science there. We are, let's see, 1, 4, 1, 4. So in 2 turns, we get this as well. So I'll put that into state workforce. Get the quick start mod? I could. I've run it before. I really like being modless. Political philosophy is a gigantic boost. Hey, Candy. What up? Hey, Goody Hut. What up? All right, we're going to be a little tricksy with our slingers here. I don't like the floodplains placement just because it would get flooded. Next era is not triggered yet, so we're going to go over. Now, this is Dramatic Ages, so extra era score will give us extra loyalty in the next era, but I still find it helpful to micromanage your era score in a way that you can continuously hit your golden ages. All right, so there's early empire. You can grab that. State workforce will be done in 6, and then I am going to send this to Ottawa. I gotta say, I like this road better, and it goes through that encampment. It does not go through this one, though. So maybe this bridge across the river there will be valuable. And then probably over these hills as well. So yeah, maybe just to the cap. Because this shouldn't be too hard to access. So, or to access, rather. If I emphasized correctly. All right, so we're going to go over even further in era score, but Goody Huts are not worth era score beyond the Ancient, so there's no reason to not grab that, and we did so right in front of him which gives me great pleasure. Where is it? Oh, it's on. It's right there. Okay. Well. Double XP. This is an excellent target for us if we want to be allies with a city-state. Which would be a very, very good one. That's a good suggestion, Zond. This should not have spawned boats. So we should be okay to move in like this. Okay, I'm going to let that finish, even though they're not growing. That's not true. Let's get the growth going. Oh!
Look back over the past.
Ha, no slinger, no archery boost, which is very sad. How do I know it shouldn't have spawned boats? It didn't have enough sea tiles adjacent. I believe it only had 2 sea adjacent tiles, and that's not enough. I want to say like you need 4, like this. I could be wrong on that though, on the exact number. Gonna kill Cap last because of the diplomatic visibility from the trade route. Not a thing. Built a lot of strategies around that. That is only a thing for Mongolia, Akio, sadly. Yeah. You don't get the diplo visibility from the trading post if you're not Genghis. I know. Let's go to military tradition. We want to go here anyways. We're going to get this Eureka in 5. So it's turn 32. We could be at political philosophy at turn 42 if I just beeline to it. Otherwise, we're making it turn 44. And I think that's okay because we still don't know when the end of the era is. And I almost don't want to switch into our government in this era because it's worth so much. RX Man, dude, tier 3. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 16 months and welcome back into the shop. Thank you for being an unofficial sponsor of the stream. Much appreciated. Vardulo, thank you so much for the Prime. Repeat Prime sub. I love it. Hello, also from Colorado. Awesome. That's really cool. I'm south of Denver, Littleton area. Thank you so much for the 2 months of the Prime. Appreciate it. And Razaru, I think I thanked you, but thank you for the 4 months of the Prime as well. I'm not going to be able to grab that, so let's just forget about it. Okay. So I think I'm on hard teching this now. Like, even if a barb camp spawns next turn, there's no guarantee it's going to be close enough for us to, like, want to go out of our way to save 3 turns of science. We also have another governor invite now. This is where we could grab grants if we want to worry about our general and getting that quickly. But I think we'll be able to get it. I'm getting 2 encampments. We'll get those buildings as well. We're pretty early on timings. We want to start our war, like, right around turn 60. Otherwise, we're very, very likely to run into crossbows. He's already got double our science, so that is pretty likely. So this is kind of a decision point. What does chat want to be? Does chat want to be vampires? I really can't take too much advantage of owls. The extra policy slots are great. I mean, I do like the idea of a vampire castle in this general area, especially with a couple Nazca lines. And then we'll have other decent spots for vampire castles. So how do the vampire castles work? When we place a vampire castle, it will give yields to the cap equal to the sum of yields around it. I know it's in here now. There it is. So the vampire castle will get the yields of all of the surrounding tiles, and that will go into our cap. So we will take our already promising cap and make it even better. Basically, you want to improve all those tiles first, because if we alter the yields of the tiles around it, it won't change the vampire castle. You'll have to pick it up and put it back down if you want to change the yields at any point. Yeah, I think I could commit to vampires. We've done Scythian vampires once before, but this looks pretty promising, I think. Does the Scythian healing stack on vampires? Yes. Vampires heal very, very slowly, so there's obvious synergy there. I wasn't crazy impressed with the vampire just as a unit on its own, but I think it'll be fun. I'm going to have them go this way in case of barbs. So the vampire will have the combat strength of your highest unit. So right now it's only 20. That's our warrior. But once we get into swords and horsemen, the vampire will go to 36 strength. They will also get 1 permanent strength for each unit they kill. But that gets capped at 10 for barbarian kills. And yeah, I think we can hard tech this. We don't need discipline anymore. So I might as well take survey for now, because none of the rest of these are doing anything. We're going to be building our encampments, not necessarily units. We might find more more things to kill, but we've got a couple units already. This looks good to me. When do we have to denounce, I guess, is the question. For now, the answer is not yet. So this promo is worth era score because of the game mode that we're on. So is this one. So we really don't have to take these right now. We can save them for next era. I think I just want to cross this river. Hey, Aka Raizu, how you doing? Used to watch a lot over 2 years with the recent sale. Friend, you buy all the DLCs. Nice. Overwhelmed with the new features. What should you focus on? Just getting back into the game and enjoying it. I wouldn't put on all the game modes until you kind of know what's for sale there. But yeah, I would just enjoy the newness of it. It will not last forever. And welcome back. I will say that I very much like Secret Societies, but it kind of depends on what was the last expansion you played. There's our next potential one of those. The first promo doesn't give era score? Oh, really? Oh, okay. Might be. My bad, my bad. Thought it did. Super Scout for the win. We finally find our second continent. How does diplomatic visibility affect Civ 6 combat bonuses? For each level of diplomatic visibility you have over your opponent, you will get 3 combat strength. So it's not a ton, but it is useful. I believe it's 3, right? Am I making that up? I think it's 3. Yeah, because with Genghis it doubles to 6. Yeah, it's 3. Let's go after Builder here. So like, so when you get to the point in the game where you have your spies can run a mission that gives you extra diplomatic visibility, and that's a good way to just kind of get a little bit more. Because remember, the deity combat strength bonus is 4, and so that diplomatic visibility does help you kind of set it up, and it's helpful on Black Queen Catherine because she always has that, so she gets an extra 3 combat strength against pretty much everybody in the game, minus like neutral stuff, like barbs. Do I sell the first horse? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't want to get capped, and so we'll have to pay attention to that. But we only have the 1 source right now. It comes from the trading post specifically for Genghis Khan. I thought it came from the trading post for everybody, but that is not the case. So you don't have to worry about getting a trading post before warring somebody. There was a good chunk of the marathon we did where I thought that was the case, and then I eventually learned that is not it. Sending delegations and embassies go away when you declare war. So while you do get diplomatic visibility for doing those things, it will not translate into a combat strength bonus. Now you have Rise and Fall and Gathering Storm. Okay, I would just try to learn those systems before getting into the societies and other game modes. So I want to go to horseback riding because I want stables, at least 1 stable. We could do 1 barracks, 1 stable. That's okay. And usually preferred. We're almost to state workforce. Unmet player got Stonehenge. So I do want open borders with you. I need to be able to explore through your lands. All right, that I will sell. I want to keep our money. I don't want to give him a gold per turn. So 2 turns on the encampment. Nothing for us to run at the moment. Once we have the encampment, we will get our boost and then be on to political philosophy. We are 10 turns away from our next era. So that countdown is finally started. Barb camp there could be my problem, and that would be rather annoying. I should probably shut down my scouts. We don't really need to meet more people or get new era score.
I like to say a strong economy.
All right, all the things happening. So 6 turns on political philosophy, 8 turns on our era. It's probably fine to delay for 2 turns in order to make sure we're stacking up era score for the next era. So let's keep an eye on this as we go. How do you know when it's time for war? I want a war as soon as we have our government and our general. So we're getting close to being able to start thinking about the war. So I could build the barracks here and the stable up there. But I think I need a builder first to get this iron online. And we could Suze here, but again, I can wait till the next era. Nice campus. All right, should we shut our scouts down? Probably. Another governor title as well. We could take grants now, which might be a decent idea. Because we just finished our district, so we can get our general just a bit faster. And I think I like that. Is the general really that important? I believe so. Oh yeah, there is a barb camp here. Where did that come from? Okay. Huh. So I guess we should try to deal with it.
Madem ki
I'm gonna leave these 2 units up. Hopefully the vampire plus a slinger can handle this. But again, this should be spawning quadremes because of the number of water tiles here. So they're unlikely to find us via scout. I'm gonna try to get through his land and then I'll shut that scout down. See ya, Darsh. Have a good one, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Six. Are we sure we're playing on deity? We are. We are. So 5 turns. We got 3 turns here. Again, I would very much like to have irrigation sometime soon. And we will get that Eureka now for it. I also get a little more faith per turn. Does this city want an encampment? I think I'm just going to get another builder here and send it up. Because I know these cities are going to be occupied with building units like crazy here soon. Five turns on the era. So we could be at turn 43 political philosophy. It's funny that he's friendly. I will make a friend for now. He's got horses already. Which means he has horses. Did we know that? We did know that. I really want these online. So barracks. Oops. Hey, Churn, how you doing? We took the Settler Pantheon, which is one I don't get very often. Sorry about hitting my mic. I don't mind the barracks. I would prefer to have the barracks here because it's a little bit closer to the front of the battle, and put the stable here, produce horses here, produce swordsmen here. That way, these guys have a chance to catch up. But this is also our road. Our road just goes right through this encampment and like through this city. So I actually think it's fine to go with the barracks. I could also wait 1 turn and start the stable. I could also build an archer that I might need for this. And I could also run encampment training. Bose, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Did you want to chat today or tomorrow, dude? Because I'm looking forward to talking to you. Can do it tomorrow if I'm streaming. Okay, cool. I'll shoot you a message later. Bose and I are gonna have a streamer discussion on stream tomorrow, so tune in for that. Bose is good people. I really honestly want this archer more than anything right now. All right. Let's not research that quite yet. Oops. 3 turns on the era. Oh. I could have delayed this too for the era score. Whoopsies. So 6 turns on irrigation. I think I'm going to take the time for this. We don't even have our iron online yet, so getting to swordsman right now doesn't really matter. Although obviously I'm gonna do that right now. And I really want to get the gold going from these plantations. We can sell them to our friend here, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, that's a gold per turn. Is why I was waiting. Three turns. Oh, really? Really? Remember that vampires don't heal well, so I'm going to wait and just kind of ping this down with our archer. The reason I'm getting the second archer is I'm afraid of the quad that's running around. Here's our first iron mine. So we'll give, teching our plantations will also give this builder something else to do with these charges, which is good. So where's this city coming, friendo? Why are my keys aren't working? No! I need my lenses. Let's get the other iron online. All right, so maybe barracks here, as I mentioned. And stable down here after the archer. I think I like that. Hotkey bug's the most annoying one. I like use them so much. And I also don't want to clear this camp until next era, which is 1 turn away. So let's go ahead and go back to political philosophy here. Ooh. All right, so we enter our golden age. Hey, 9 of Spades, how you doing? We don't pick a dedication because we're in dramatic ages. And if we look here, we have policy cards that kind of correlate with what you would expect those bonuses to be. Praetorian Guard is quite good for us. Wounded units heal 10 HP per turn, plus 2 production to encampment districts and buildings, which is good. Monumentality, we do have some faith, so this could certainly maybe get us another city and things like that. We just jump into political philosophy here, so that's good. We can wake up our scouts. We're certainly going to go for oligarchy. This is the best war one. We get a 4 combat strength on our melee, anti-cav, and naval units, plus extra XP, which is quite valuable. So oligarchy is our choice here. We also like the distribution of policies like this. Conscription is fine now. We could take discipline as well, but I don't think we have that many barbs to deal with, so we should be okay. We could run strategos for general points. Production is just kind of good in general. Diplo League we could send out, but I think I want to take our suzerain instead. And what do we want here? I still don't know if this is 2 production to building them or if it gives production to your encampment districts and buildings. See you, Zond. Have a good one. For science. We're going to run this in a minute, regardless. I think I want to spend our faith. Nah, just give me the general. I just want this general. So now we can clear that, starting with some era score. And then, again, we can wake up our scouts here. He healed when killing, remember? So that's good. Next turn, irrigation. We can get our plantations. I like that. And we'll head top half. I want to take the suzerain as well. So first suzerain, they're going to help bolster our horse reserves. Also, they have tons of pearls. Sweet mother of pearl. So many pearls. 73 is our target for this golden age. Should be able to do that with war stuff. All right, Quirion, have a good one, buddy. We'll see you later on. And we're getting pretty close to our war. So it's probably time to denounce. See you, Blue Wings.
The man who has grit.
This is a bold strategy if he's coming to settle right next to me. I guess I didn't need that archer. Let's go ahead and get the stable here, though. I want a granary real bad, too. We're going to get some housing here. Just going to go ahead and sell this. 12 gold per turn seems great. We are maxed on our horses, so maybe we should sell just a couple of those. Okay, what else are we doing? I want to go finish off ironworking. I'm going to need masonry after that, and then probably wheel. We could get writing and currency going as well. Here's Hojo. Move the slinger to block their settler moving through. Or I could just let them take it, and we'll take it with loyalty. If we look at our neighboring civs, everyone is in a golden right now. Japan in the game. Yeah, okay. We'll see it. We'll see if this blocks them at all. I don't know if it will. What happens if you capture a city with a campus and you don't have writing? You get to keep the campus. You just can't repair it. Let's go ahead and get a granary going there. Went this way. I don't know that I was able to do anything as far as disrupting their path, but that's all right. Super Scout for the win. Okay. How's this coming? So we're at 5 per turn. So 6 turns and we'll have our general. And we're going to need units, obviously, for the war. So after we're done with our buildings, we're going to just start cranking out units.
The Lord made people who cannot find.
Drunk or lost or both. I agree. He's got a few units going on here. And he has iron. Well, I have vampires. We will keep the second copy of this. This is going to be interesting. I wonder if he declares on me first. I actually need to get this guy back into our land for the archer. That is a bold settle that he's going for. I'll tell you that much. Oh, I should switch policies. Well, no, that's okay. We can run the general one for longer. Normally, I want to chop this deer, and eventually we will, but for now, I'll take the gold per turn. Yeah, decent gold per turn for where we're at in the game, for sure. For sure. Super Scout, too good. All right, so I could do 4 turns to this, and that lets me run my general policy for the exact right amount of time. So we'll go after this. Choral music and meeting houses, eh? I need this to be an archer. I can't, I won't be able to handle this war unless I'm, like, ready to go from turn 1. What I think of Dramatic Ages, they're pretty fun. I think they're fine in a war-based game, which is kind of what we're doing. But very much looking forward to the newest game mode with the heroes. I think that seems really cool. And I still am just a huge fan of Secret Societies. I mean, I guess. For now. We're almost done with our buildings. So we're not wasting too many horses.
Each of us is carving a stone.
Mr. Polly K and Lord Snow, thank you so much for the follows. Welcome in. Appreciate it. All right, I feel more prepared now. I think I need to buy them this tile for growth. I'm going to get walls here too. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't. Oh, I hate. I love building wonders. Don't tempt me, game. Especially pyramids. Especially pyramids. So right around turn 60 is when I mentioned that we want to be warring.
In responding to the unstinting malignancy that has heretofore defined your relationship with Canada, we can have no recourse but war.
I'm a little, he's a couple, remember how we've been talking about how timing matters so much, and I'm a couple turns away from being prepared for this. He has certainly a pretty big destructive force right down our gullet here, including some horses, which is scary. I do have this sword, though, and triple archers. Let's do that. This is a pretty safe route. It's not the road I need. I guess we could go to Candy. Yeah, it's just a little bit better. All right. Just a little bit better. I usually hard build swordsman or upgrade. Just depends on your resources and where you're at timing wise. Generally, I will build them, but if I can, I will certainly upgrade like I just did, right? Because I think that sword is going to be pretty necessary in taking out the horses. What's the Matterhorn? I wish that were next to us, but it's not. Okay. What else can we do here? Chop this stone. Oh, I was going to leave it for the industrial zone. You can tell how thrilled I am about that choice. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Just healed our vampire forest because his unit suicided into it, which is, you know, brave. He has swords as well. Go ahead and take that attack. I'm going to grab sailing. It might give the city something to do in a couple turns, like build a galley or two. And again, we see at least one coastal. This is a Pangea map, so boats aren't going to do a whole lot. We're going to move our army inland here, but it certainly could be helpful. And it'll give us position vamp for the kill bonus. Did I not? I didn't, did I? Yeah, I'm not. I need to be better at vampires. All right. We've got our general, too. We can drop that. Conscription might be fine. What do we have? We have an envoy available and a new one coming soon, so we could maybe take on Kabul. I think I like that. So we could bring in Diplomatic League temporarily so that we turn this into 2 envoys, and then we'll send our 3rd one there for the suzerain. That is super value. We don't need this. We have our general. And then I want, I guess, just maneuver going, right? Yeah. Until these walls are done, and then I can, we can run both. But here's our general. We'll bring our general up. We're at war with Nazca, as I anticipated, which is why we didn't come like settle right up next to them. Could Sue's Candy too? That's a little bit interesting. Actually, we could get another relic. we have two wonders to discover. We have Signy and Matterhorn undiscovered, so we could get 2 more relics. The problem is I don't have any place to put them until we take some of his holy sites and hopefully temples. So I don't want to do that quite yet. But I will send out the first here. And then in a couple turns, we'll have our next one. Really, Berger? No, I haven't been trying to make. I think I will delay that then. I haven't been trying to get cities out of trade deals, but I could certainly try. He's wallless, but I don't expect that to be the entire duration. Oh, good, an entertainment complex. No. Cannot. Cannot, will not, won't not. Would love the housing, would love all of these things, but it is horse time. I have 3 builds, so I could chop this and put a mine here, which I think is what I'll do. This is slightly awkward. Because I want to feed our vampire. Okay. We should probably be going towards crossbows to assist with what we're doing here. Would have healed if we would have killed it? I know. The problem is I don't want to push out quite yet, right? Like, I want a couple reinforcements. I want to clear his units and then worry about his cities. This time we might do it. Actually... Reinforcements? Nice. Very nice. All right, let's get our vampire up into the fray. Hopefully get a couple more combat strength out of him. Ooh, we've got a scout. How would the vamp heal? From our Scythian ability. Every time we eliminate a unit with our vamp, it will heal for 30. I think I'll just hard build a galley. 1 or 2. Hey, Paisley, how are you? It's good to see you. What's happening? What's going on? Okie dokie. Oh, up to 30. I would assume that, like, you can't heal past your main. Past your max, rather. These are Nazca, right? So these are enemy warriors as well. So we want to be a little bit careful. We'll go ahead and take the heal here, which is super nice. More combat strength. So we're already up to 1 from barbarians and 5 from units. So an extra 6 combat strength on this duder. I'll just heal there a turn. There is this scout running around. But I want these horses up front. There's our apprenticeship boost.
The sea seemed to roll.
Oh my goodness. That could have been a 4th relic.
Convulsive motion of the earth. It is certain at least the shore was considerably enlarged, and several sea animals were left upon it. On the
Is
other
that
side-
Maya? Yep. River. When we research stronger units as the combat strength, you get overridden. No, their base strength goes up. I'd very much like to begin with open borders with her. I don't want to pay for it. Do you like smoking? She does. All right, cool. So we'll do that. I want to get the open border so we can move through. What's up, Michigan Man, Dan? Yeah. Other civs are getting walls. This is part of the most recent patch. Is they're getting walls like right away now, which is good. It's a good change. But yeah, it can be difficult for sure. But that was in the last patch. Okay, so as you can see, our timing is working out. I talked about being ready around turn 60 with your army, including the government, the general, and your strategic resource units. We have done that, even though war was brought to us. Also, an interesting way to provoke Canada into war is probably just to denounce them, right? So that's kind of fun. And then he declared, we got the Eureka out of it, and we're pretty much ready to go. We have about 15 turns to take over all of his cities. Otherwise, I would imagine he's going to be at crossbows. It might be he might be there even quicker than that. But if you can kind of wrap up your war between turn 60 and 70, you're going to be in pretty good shape. And Paisley, thank you for the 7 months. I'm sorry, my notifications aren't working, so I'm missing all of these. Tobino, thank you for the 8 months. And Paisley, thank you so much for the 7 months. Thank you for the primes. Thank you for bringing those back every month. I know it's a little bit tedious, but boy howdy, they really help me get by. So thank you very, very much for that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Okay. And I think with all that being said, let's go ahead and put a cut in the video. And when we return, we're going to kill Canada. How about that? If you've been watching over on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to stop by twitch.tv/thegamemechanic and come join us in person on the internet. We'll see you then.